Hello Scorpio, welcome to your November read. Let's see what's coming in for you. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread, starting with the Hanged Man, amazing, crossed by the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles at the bottom, Ten of Wands in your recent past, nice, the Temperance in your crown, beautiful, the Eight of Wands in your near future, the Lovers in your advice, ooh, the Death card in your external factors, King of Wands in your hopes and fears, and in your outcome you have the Hierophant, powerful energy there. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands. That's an interesting energy to govern this read. That's very much obviously about standing your ground, holding a position, knowing you have the higher ground and trusting that what you feel is right for you is the path that you need to take. And even though you might have opposition, stick to your guns because it's right for you. Before I look at that any further, I chose to use a couple of different oracle decks for this month, so let's see what we've got for you. From the Starseed Oracle, you got the card Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust Where You're Led. Wow, okay. If you're not aware of ley lines, they're those energy grids that cover the planet. They basically connect power spots on the planet, and if we're in tune, and I talked a lot last month about being in the flow state, if we're in that state of flow and our energy can resonate with these ley lines, we can often be led to places we never imagined could be possible for us, both figuratively and literally. These ley lines can create doorways, gateways for us to ascend to higher levels. This is a really powerful message. Trust where you're led. I feel like coupled with that Seven of Wands, you have a feeling of where you need to go and what you need to do. And again, you may come up against opposition. It may be that there are people around you that don't understand why you're on the path you're on. You need to trust yourself with this. Trust your own energy, your own inner guidance. We'll get to that Hanged Man in a sec. And trust that you're in tune with these energies, these ley lines, this power grid in the planet. This makes perfect sense to me given the general flavor of your reads lately, Scorpio. You're very powerful at the moment, and I feel like that's sort of building and building and building in you. And we're in your season right now. So trust yourself for this month. This is really awesome. The other oracle deck that I'm using is the Sacred Spirit Oracle. And you got, wow, Divine Will. Look at that energy. Let go of fear. That is some powerful energy there. That has the flavor of the Sun card, but also, Divine Will. There's a lot of the energy of the Wheel of Fortune in that card. And it's very connected with that activated earth energy as well. Letting go of fear and trusting in that divine will is really surrendering to your higher purpose, to that energy grid that you're in tune with and that's connected with your own soul's energy, resonating together and guiding you on your path. If that sounds really spiritual, essentially what this is saying is follow your instincts. Trust yourself when you get a nudge to do something or to go in a certain direction, because at the moment your instincts are on point. You can trust yourself this month and know that they're leading you to something really high, really powerful, and connecting in with some kind of magic of the earth. All right, let's have a look at this main spread. Your recent past, the Ten of Wands. This is another part of your energy that I've been feeling lately. You have been working really hard. And so all of the progress that you've been making, it's predominantly a result of your effort. So you should be proud of yourself. This is an indication that if it hasn't ended already, you are coming close to the ending of some period of difficulty or challenge or just a lot of hard work, some cycle ending. And I'm feeling like this is a piece of something. It's like you've completed a project or you're about to complete a project at work and you'll have a bit of breathing space before the next one begins. That tends to be what the tens are about. The ending of a cycle, creating space for a new cycle to begin. And they're fairly low level. These are the minor arcana, so they're things that are happening in your everyday world, but that doesn't mean that they don't have impact. What I'm getting though is that this has probably drained your energy quite a bit, especially as you're nearing the end of your journey. It's like that last little push to get to the end of a workout. You can see the finish line and you just need to keep going that little bit further. You don't want to drop your energy because you're so close. But I do feel like you're going to need some time out, and this Hanged Man in the heart of your spread is definitely pointing to that. I feel like this is a chance for you to physically reclaim your energy, but most importantly, this is about you gaining a higher perspective. What I was sensing with this, this energy over here with the Oracle cards and that Seven of Wands, this has allowed you to gain perspective on who you are and what's right for you, which is why you're in that Seven of Wands energy and why you're so connected to that divine will and those ley lines. You've tuned into a higher space within yourself. And again, if you're not a spiritually orientated person, this just means that you have a clear vision for what your life is going to be, and you're starting to see how to bring it about. And it might not be a conventional path. It might be quite unusual, and that's possibly why you're hitting some opposition. The Hanged Man can gain enlightenment, and it can often come as an unexpected revelation about what you need to do. Trust yourself with this, because you've gained this clarity as this Hanged Man. You can definitely see this from a higher perspective. And if you're still struggling to see what path to take or what next step to take, give yourself this time out, especially to regain your energy after all the hard work that you've been doing recently. That will just help you to rebalance yourself and will get you that clarity that you need. This is crossed by the Knight of Wands. I'm not really surprised this is here. You've got these 3 Wands cards. Again, as I said, well, you've got the 4 Wands. There's been a lot of external kind of drain on your energy. It's not without value. This all feels like it's gone towards something important to you, and that is serving your purpose. But because it's kind of drained you, this Knight has come in the challenge position. Because you're kind of done, like you're wiped out. There's a sense of you not wanting any more adventures and being a little bit hesitant to embark on anything new because you just need to recover your energies. The Knight of Wands is very adventurous. He's got that can-do, vibrant, ready-to-go attitude. And because he's sideways, it's like you've pushed and pushed and pushed and just kind of collapsed. It's like, I've had enough. I just need a break. What I'm pleased about is that it's the Knight of Wands in this position, because I feel like you're not going to lose that passion and enthusiasm. That is definitely going to come back in. But for right now, I feel like you just need to honor this time. He's crossing that Hanged Man, so you know you need this rest. You know you need it, so give yourself the time to rest. Don't try and push through just because that's what you've been doing. Once you've released these burdens, once this cycle has ended, whatever it is, give yourself the time to rest. Listen to your body. Trust yourself here. Let yourself recover your energies so you are prepared to go back out when it's time. The Temperance in the crown of your reed, as I said, you know this. You know what this is. You know why you're tired. You know you need to regain your balance. The Temperance is also pointing towards what I was saying, that you are connected in with something higher here. This is in the crown of your reed. This is in the conscious position. If you are a spiritual person using that kind of language, you're probably very aware that the angels are watching out for you right now. You're probably very aware that you've tapped into something that has a little bit of magic and it's allowing you to be in this flow state, but you're needing to regain your balance to feel that more easily and to sit in that state and not push it away because you have drained yourself so much. And again, if you're not spiritually minded, this is just saying that for you, you know that you're a little out of balance, that you've probably pushed yourself too far in one aspect of your life and haven't been nurturing other aspects. You've possibly been working too hard and haven't been able to devote much time to family or friends or hobbies. You haven't been able to get enough rest because you've been exercising too much, or, whatever that is, you've been a little bit out of balance. And again, I'm not getting this sense that it's really affecting you negatively. It's just worn you out. Emotionally, you still feel really good through all of this. You're just a little bit energetically drained. These are all wands, as I said, so there's no cups here that are telling me that you've been emotionally worn down here. This is an energetic drain, and I feel like you're going to recover that really well if you pay attention to that Temperance and this Hanged Man and this Knight of Wands in this position, just to restore your balance, get back in the flow, reconnect in with these ley lines and that divine will. Bottom of the spread, this Four of Pentacles is about you holding on tightly to your security blankets. What I'm sensing with this is that whatever you've been working on in your recent past, possibly still going on just a little bit through November, the start of November at least, you've got into a bit of a habit or routine and you've kind of programmed your subconscious, which is this position, this is the subconscious position, you've programmed your subconscious to be used to this energy drain. If we're talking about a work situation, you've programmed yourself to get up at 6 o'clock every morning, be sitting at your desk at 7 a.m. and working until 7 p.m. every night and not fitting any time in for yourself or your family or friends or loved ones. This is asking you to pay attention to this now that you're giving yourself an opportunity to rest and to deprogram yourself. You don't need to hold on to those habits. It's just little things, simple, practical things with this Four of Pentacles. Turn off your alarm in the morning if you're not working that day. Let yourself sleep until you wake naturally. Tune into your body and eat the foods that you want to eat. Do the exercises that you feel are right for you that day. If all you can manage is a short walk, do that. Don't push yourself hard to go for a 10K run or whatever it is that you do. Listen to your body, listen to your energy. And you might enjoy the things that have been draining you as well. If it's a hobby or, hanging out with friends, whatever it is that's sort of put a bit of a drain on you, it might actually be really enjoyable for you. And that's great, but you need to listen to your energy. You need to be a little bit more practical about balancing this energy right now. So allow this time to kind of deprogram yourself from those heightened levels of stress and strain on your energy. Things are going to shift, so you don't need to worry about all of this. You're not going to be stuck in this space of needing to recover your energies forever. Obviously, this is just about you regaining that energy to be prepared for the next thing that comes along, and that's coming in with that beautiful Eight of Wands in your near future. This is a fresh burst of energy, some kind of new information or news, communication coming sweeping in, pushing you forward, ready for this new adventure that hopefully you'll be ready for once you give yourself this space and time to rebalance yourself, deprogram yourself from that stress, and you'll be fresh and ready to go for this Eight of Wands. This is a very positive energy. Whatever's coming in, it's going to be a really positive directional shift for you or a push in the same direction that you're already heading. It's like indicating that this is coming in just in time to start that new cycle that we were talking about with the end of that Ten of Wands. It'll be the next phase of your journey. Your advice is the Lovers. This is really powerful in this position. You've got another angel here. You've got a lot of angelic support. Whatever you're working on, whatever this whole thing is that you're doing, it feels like it has a divine purpose. And I'm sorry to those of you who aren't spiritual, but honestly, to have these two angels and these two very spiritual cards here, you've got that divine will and the ley lines, you're connected into something really high and powerful, Scorpio. You've got a lot of support, energetic, angelic support, divine support. This is your higher self directing you in alignment with your purpose. What this Lovers card is saying is that you're positioning yourself in conjunction with the universe to reach new heights with that mountain in the background, that volcano that's getting ready to erupt. But as an advice, this is asking you to pay attention to your heart, to your feelings, to your senses, what it is that you really love. And whenever a choice comes up, choose love. Choose to follow the path of your joy, of the things that bring you pleasure in your life and the things that light you up. It's a very simple message with the Lovers card. It's about a choice and it's always asking you to choose love, whatever that means for you. Okay, you have the Death in your external factors. It's a powerful card in this position. There could be endings coming in, and I am getting drawn back to this Seven of Wands. Now, I talked about having potential opposition to the choices that you're making and to the path that you're taking. It may be that people around you or situations around you need to drop off. But I say they need to drop off because this Death card only comes in when it's time for things to end. It's a necessity and it's something that you're aware of. Because it's in the external factors, this could be something that's not completely in your control. It could be that you're being made aware that there are layoffs happening in your job, or you find out that a friend of yours is moving away, or it's something like that. It's something that you have a bit of warning about, because the Death card isn't as sudden and dramatic as the Tower. It's still very powerful, but it does tend to happen more slowly. It gives you the time and the space to get used to the idea and to take it on board and integrate it into your energy and into your plans. Whatever this is that's ending is really important to this path. So embrace it, don't resist it, and recognize that whatever's ending is ending for a purpose and it's for your best good. The King of Wands in your hopes and fears It's a really interesting energy for that position. King of Wands is very powerful. To be honest, I'm not getting a strong sense in either direction, the hope or the fear. It's like you're just holding really strongly here. This feels like the energy that I wanted you to hold with that Seven of Wands. This Seven of Wands feels more externally directed, whereas interestingly, even though the Kings tend to be more yang and more externally focused, this to me is feeling like you just holding yourself really strongly, proudly. You know what you want, you know where you're going, and you're really confident in yourself and what your path is. I think the only sense I can get as a possible fear is that when you do need this time to rest and recover your energies, when you do feel flat, like you can't handle any more adventures, you may have a little moment where you think, what if I can't keep going? I've got these big goals. What if I can't do it? But it's like it'll immediately leave your mind and go, no, I'll be fine. I just need to restore myself. You've got that temperance in the crown of your reed, remember? And that's perfectly in line with that King of Wands. I feel like that balance is so high. I mean, it's right at the top of this read. It's holding you with that angelic support. It's holding you through this. You're going to hold that balance really, really beautifully. Really, there's nothing you need to worry about this month. Just give yourself the space and time to recover your energies and deprogram yourself so that you're not quite so drained. The outcome, amazing. This Hierophant, I'm pretty sure we had this Hierophant recently for you. He's that spiritual master. He has the ear of God. He can integrate his inner world with his outer world really beautifully, and he walks his path. This is why I feel like it's possible a lot of my listeners out there are not particularly spiritual, but you're still somehow walking a really spiritual path. It's like you don't need to be spiritual to be able to find these ley lines and walk with divine will. There's something about you right now, Scorpio, that is just holding this powerful energy, this divine will, and integrating it into your life so perfectly. I just feel like I don't need to worry about you at all. Whatever you're doing right now, just keep doing it. Make sure you can recover your energies when you get drained, but following your heart is really the best way forward because it's just going to keep climbing you higher and higher. This is awesome. Let me pull some clarifiers. I'm not really sure what I need to pull on right now because everything feels really clear for you from this read. What I might do is what I normally do in my mid-month reads and actually just pull 3 extra advice cards for you and then 3 final message cards. So these will be 3 advice cards similar to that Lovers energy. It's not really a clarifier for the Lovers. It's just giving you a little bit more information on how to navigate this story. We've got the 4 of Wands. Nice. That's obviously the 1111 gateway. In this particular card, they're dancing, they're celebrating. This is a celebration of the beginning of the next phase of your life. It's a new chapter. Wow, you got the Judgment. Remember I said this divine will had a... Oh, no, I didn't. I said this was like the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune kind of combined. But I had in the background this real sense that this divine will was connected with this Judgment card because there's more of an action towards this judgment. And that's what this divine will felt like. It's kind of you co-creating with the universe. It's exactly what I was saying with that Hierophant. There's this sense that even if you're not spiritual, you're somehow pulling in this powerful, highly spiritual energy into your life and creating the life that you want. You're creating this rebirth within you. This is about the dead coming back to life, this Judgment card. It is hugely powerful. And whatever path you set yourself on, it's obviously been going on a while because I've been getting these messages more and more and more for Scorpio, and it's building and building and getting more and more exciting. Whatever it is you're doing, you're in it for the long haul. There's this sense that you don't care that it's going to take a while because you're going to age no matter what. So why not make yourself as big and powerful within yourself as possible and walk this path as this incredibly powerful integrated whole. This Judgment is lifting you beyond your peers. Those are the words I got. It's really elevating you up and it's pulling you into this 4 of Wands energy. Now, these were advice cards. So the 2 of them together, they were both giving me hints about what's coming in, but as advice, they are also, wow, okay, and the Magician just popped out. Incredible. She's the alchemist, surrounded by butterflies. This is about transformation. This is definitely what's going on with you, Scorpio. Everything I've been getting is to just do what you're doing. Keep going on this. The Lovers, as your advice in the Celtic cross spread, was asking you to choose love, to follow your heart, and to reach new heights. These are saying exactly the same thing. Recover your energies, but be prepared that a new phase is coming in. This is coming right after that 10 of Wands. This is the end of the cycle. This 4 of Wands is promising a new chapter is coming. Step through that. Enjoy yourself. Have the energy to celebrate and play and have fun with everything that's happening. If this is a new job, if there's some new project coming up, if there's a new friendship group, a new hobby, whatever this is, embrace it with a sense of fun and celebration. And really look at how big you can make yourself. Trust that you have this divine power. This divine will is behind you. You want to get as high as possible. I don't normally like encouraging people to push themselves to reach new heights, because that can be a bit of a drain on people's energy. And you have had a recent drain, but it's like you just need to recover the top 2/3 of the energy that you'd lost. Rebuild that energy up and be ready to dive in again, because I feel like there's something powering you. I mean, it's this divine will. It's powering you up. You just need to be in the right space, that space of balance and flow, to welcome it in and lift yourself up. Regain this wand when it's time. What I'm seeing, okay, we've got the 4 of Wands over the 10 of Wands, which is indicating that this is the next phase that's coming after you finish this cycle. The Judgment is over the top of this Hanged Man, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective and recognizing just how big you can get with this, how big you can become, how powerful you can become in whatever this situation is. And then the Magician is coming kind of over the top of this 8 of Wands. This is asking you, when this new burst of energy comes in, to take hold of your magic and start alchemizing your situation to create something new for yourself. Be brave with this. Embrace every new opportunity as something that will lift you up and just bring more joy into your world. Whatever you're doing, I feel like you've got this empowering sense of purpose. So stick with it. Whatever you're doing, you're all over it. Just going to pull 3 final message cards for you from this deck, and then I'll pull a few from the Rider-Waite Tarot just to see if there's anything else the cards want to say. Let's have a look. We've got the King of Pentacles. Steering your own ship, fairly slow and steady. This is basically letting you know you have everything you need here. It's kind of letting me know that you don't need to rush through this. You can take your time with this. You can ride this flow. Once you restore your energy and get back into that flow state, you can take yourself wherever you want to go. You've got everything you need to get there. The 7 of Wands, interesting. That's the same card. They look so different. I always forget. These are the same card. Oh my goodness. You have the Wheel of Fortune under that 7 of Wands. This is part of this divine will. It's driving this 7 of Wands, reminding you that you're in alignment with your destiny. Wow. Okay. So yes, this is another 7 of Wands. Again, this is just reminding you, stand your ground. You know what you need to do. Now, this particular card, she's built her path, her little bridge across the river to get away from where she is. She can't see where she's going, but she knows she's doing the right thing, because where she's starting from is not where she wants to be. So if you can't see the end goal, that's okay. You don't need to see the final destination. You just need to see those few steps in front of you, and to know that you're moving away from whatever's ending here, whatever's letting you go. You know it's time to move away, and you're building a bridge to get to somewhere new. Even if you can't see what it is, you know it's the right thing to do. You're steering your ship here. It's perfect. One final card from this deck. Ooh, the 6 of Pentacles flipped over. This is about rewards. This is the sense of divine rewards, of gifts coming from the universe, from heaven, gifts that are unexpected and that support you and provide you with what you need to keep moving. And that could be just a simple sense of encouragement. There's something coming in that's going to really lift you. Again, these all feel like they're perfectly lined up. The King of Pentacles is saying, go slow and steady with this, release those burdens and keep moving forward so you can step through that 1111 gateway. The 7 of Wands over the top of that Judgment, and underneath there, that Hanged Man. is saying take your time, recognize where you are, gain some awareness and perspective on where you are and where you want to go, and take steps to move yourself away from what you don't need anymore, which is, of course, that Four of Pentacles energy. Move away from that and towards this Judgment. And then with this Eight of Wands, the Magician, and the Six of Pentacles, this is indicating that something new is coming in from outside of you, and for you to take hold of it, alchemize it, and create it into something that makes your life better and brings you joy. This is fantastic. Bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. This is actually really important. I feel like this is really pointing towards this Four of Pentacles energy. You need to weigh things up here. You need to recognize that there are some things that you probably need to let go of, that there's a choice to be made between one path and another. You can't keep juggling these two things. There's something that needs to be released. That's why this Death card has come in. And because it's the Two of Pentacles, you get to choose what you're going to leave behind. You get to choose which path you're going to take here. And when you choose a path, release that other pentacle completely. Release that other path. Release the other option completely. And you need to keep moving higher. You need to keep climbing these heights, following your heart. And if that means walking away from people who are in opposition to you, or situations that are not aligned with your energy and not helping you stay connected to those ley lines and your divine will, then those people need to be released. That situation needs to be released to create space for something new. That's very much what this Death card does. It brings death or an ending to create space for something new, for new life to grow. It's really powerful. All right, let me just pull 3 final cards. We'll see what the Rider-Waite Tarot want to add to this story. But my goodness, Scorpio, you are so powerful right now. I really don't feel like I need to worry about you. If any of you are not feeling this energy, that to me is indicating that you're more out of balance than these cards are indicating. This is obviously a general read for the Scorpio collective. So if you're not feeling this sense of strength and power and divine will and have a clear purpose for yourself, then that would likely indicate you're more locked in this Four of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, lower drained energy, a little bit out of balance, at Temperance, a little bit too much in that I've just got to get through the day kind of energy. And all of these cards are letting you know that this hugeness is available to you. I suspect for you guys, the Death card, when it comes in, might hit you a little harder, but it's still for your greatest good. You will still gain fresh energy. You'll still get a boost sometime in your near future, and that will help you navigate this ending, whatever this Death card is bringing in. You're all moving towards this Hierophant. So if you're not feeling this power and this strength, don't worry. It's still there for you. It's coming in. The more you can tune into it and honor your own energy in your own space where you're sitting right now, the more you'll feel in alignment with this divine will, and the bigger you'll feel, the more powerful you'll feel. Right, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Nice. It's about independence, self-sufficiency, satisfaction. Okay, we got the Tower flipped over in the deck. That's an interesting one. And the Wheel of Fortune just flipped over in the deck as well. Amazing. We had it under that Seven of Wands before. This is so pointing to this divine will. This is saying, I feel like this is actually pointing to you guys that aren't feeling big right now, that are feeling more drained. There are 2 things that are happening with the Nine of Pentacles. This is saying you have a lot more self-sufficiency and strength and more ability to find your own stability in your life than you realize. But it's also suggesting that for some of you, you might feel quite stable and feel like everything just needs to keep going the way it's going. And then when this Tower is obviously pointing to this Death card for me. It's going to feel more like a tower when this ending comes in for you guys that are a little bit more comfortable in your lower level energies, in your everyday life, in your smallness. It's going to feel a little bit more destabilizing for you. For those of you who are more in the flow, more connected with the ley lines and the divine will, this Tower, this ending that is definitely connected with this Death, when it comes in, you'll handle it really well. For all of you, regardless of how you cope with this Tower moment, know that this is divine will. This is this wheel of fortune. This is about your destiny. It's for your greatest good. And the more in the flow you can be, the more balanced you can be, the more you connect with that higher energy, those angels, that sense of intuition and instinct that I was talking about for you guys that aren't so spiritually minded, the more you will recognize that this is for the best. This ending that's coming in, this dramatic change, this shift that's going on, it's for the best. It's part of your destiny. That wheel is turning and it's moving you towards something better. Now, bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Swords, and under that you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. This is the heartbreak card. This is the card of processing grief. And this Seven of Pentacles is about you choosing what you want to take forward. This is very much what I was feeling with that Two of Pentacles. What do you want to take forward with you? If you want to be stuck in your grief cycle, if you want to be feeling small, then fair enough. You can hold on to that. You can take that with you as you move forward. But this is kind of letting me know that this Three of Swords, this heartbreak, this sense of disappointment, or even betrayal, being hard done by, this is being disrupted by this Tower, by this death. It's time to let this go, to heal your grief, allow it to flow away, and choose with this Seven of Pentacles what it is you want to take forward with you as you move through this. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Carry forward with you those things that bring you joy, choosing to follow your heart with that Lover's card, and those things that empower you, make you feel deserving of love, deserving of good things in your life, because you are deserving of it. And if you don't believe that right now, I want you to know that you do deserve it. You deserve love. You deserve good things. These cards are all showing me that the universe is so on your side. You have so many powerful cards. The divine is on your side with this divine wheel, these ley lines, the Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance, the Lovers. These are all powerful cards. Your destiny is being directed by this Tower and this Death card. And you are this Hierophant. You're so much bigger than whatever left you in this state of grief or heartbreak with that Three of Swords energy. So allow it to flow away and welcome in your wishes, that Knight of Cups in there. You have wishes. They want to come true for you. So choose consciously what you want to leave behind. Just because you're grieving doesn't mean that you need to live in heartbreak. If you've lost something or someone that you love, recognize that grief, but remember the love. You can still connect at a heart level with those loved ones that have passed, and remember with love and joy the things that we've lost. And we're still honoring them. This grief, this heartbreak, it kind of holds you back. It keeps you small. And these cards are all saying you're really, really powerful. And you have things you want to achieve and to do in your life. You have wishes that you want to manifest. So allow that grief to flow in and flow away. Okay, I've talked enough. This is a really powerful read, Scorpio. I hope you have an amazing November, and I'll see you soon.